We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Yeah, you talking about he into it? No, that she was into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
According to that
more
guy, old freaky guy was talking about she instructed me to piss. And I don't know if it was in the mouth or the body. Where are we getting the mouth from? Y'all
that was. They said the
I
mouth.
think they just ran
They
with
said
that.
the mouth. They said the
Well,
mouth.
my head go to dang. Fellas, pay attention, bro. Because these women, they can take something that they was voluntarily with and play victim to get me to believe with this nigga about 15 years. And it's times, if I can remember dude saying that she would be the one orchestrating everything. Some of the male strippers.
That's what the dude said on the stand yesterday.
Yep, he said that
real
yesterday.
shit. So this is what I'm saying. It's a thin line between her taking something that she was voluntary with, that was a fetish of both of them, or whatever it may be, and now he made me do it.
Right.
He made me do it. I think Puffy's biggest problem with Cassie, I'm gonna be real, is when you start doing it, everything for Young Miami that he told he was gonna do for her and never did it. I think
And
that's
she
what
got upset or bitter about it.
Yeah, pushing her career.
Yep.
Spin the block.
I'm not saying him whooping her ass or whatever is cool. I'm just saying that I think all that led up to you ultimately training her behind his back and you moving on. I just think it didn't work out for you. So here it go. But I wouldn't give a what they say. The sex work, the females pissed on her face. She opened her mouth up. I guarantee you it happened more than 10, 15, 20 times. I guarantee you that was part of their thing. Them was doing everything under the sun, it looked like. Now is he held me captive. He held her captive, he held her down. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know,
She not innocent.
you know, I hear you, but it's like you ain't around that 15 years participating.
And you just innocent of it all. You ain't.
And then all of a sudden, you know, it's a problem. When I hear that, and just let me know they was into some kinky shit. I don't hear nothing forced because it's like, was you in agreement? Was you cool? You know what I'm saying?
Because you went that long with it, like, how is it a problem all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's my thing. So, you know, you could take anything and say, okay, this is not going to sound right to a normal person. So now I can say it, cry behind it. I felt like I had to do it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they was both beating each other ass. You got drugs, alcohol, all different types of influences around. You get hot-headed, short-tempered, all different types of shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Cassie was beating his ass.
Man, I think, listen, they had sexual experiences. Do I think Diddy introduced her to it? Definitely. Do I think she embraced it? Definitely. What they call it, I think Diddy unlocked her. Unlocked her and exposed her to some other shit. And like dude said, it was at a point where she would be setting things up and having us come by and telling us what it's gonna be. So at that point, what is it?
I was listening to the transcript, like this dude, he was reading the transcript since it's not an open courtroom thing. So the male stripper, it was funny when y'all was saying that, I was thinking about the male stripper's testimony. He said that basically he was a former stripper, and that this is his testimony, parts of his testimony. He was a former stripper, and that he was called by one of his people to go meet up with a couple. And so he arrives to the house, and this lady comes to the door with red lingerie, Cassie, red wig, and I think like maybe some eyewear or something like that. She had something like that, but she was just like sexy with a red wig on. Anyways, he says she escorted him to the back, to a room. He said that he didn't notice at first, but then he saw a guy sitting in a seat with a mask on. That's where probably the mask came from. The mask with a mask on, and then she was like, do you mind coming in and, using some baby oil on me and giving me a massage? My husband's not gay or anything like that. He just wanted to treat me to a nice massage. So he says while he's performing the massage, that the man who he couldn't recognize, but he knew he could recognize him, but he recognized him by his voice, was masturbating in the corner of the room while she was getting her massage. He said after a while, like he said, he started meeting up with them a couple more times, and he said it got
Stop right there. Stop right there.
okay.
So when he came, he just anticipated coming to give her a massage. That's it.
That's what he said that he was hired to do.
Party.
Okay, he was hired to come give her a massage. Okay, cool. So got a traveling masseuse coming to massage. So the minute, I mean, when I take on B to spas, a lot of times we're in the same room together, right? But the minute dude start masturbating while dude giving a massage is where he violated. Right there.
Right. So then the guy Then the guy continues, and this is pretty much the end of it. Because again, I was just getting like kind of like the rundown via transcript, the way the guy was reading it and shit. But he says that he was called out to meet up with this particular couple a couple more times. He said sometimes he was paid anywhere from $700 to $5K to meet up with them, and he said at sometimes I didn't get paid. And then his response after that was because the reason why, I guess they had asked him like, why weren't you compensated or why weren't you getting money or whatever. He said at this point I was in a circle of people that I never thought I would be around. He said so I didn't even care anymore about getting paid. I just wanted being there. I want to be with basically having access to these folks, being in their inner circle. And I thought that was interesting because I'm like, okay, that's probably how a lot of people get down in that circle. And that's not no defense for Cassie. But yeah, like once you exposed to some shit, you might hang around for a little while. This around for 11 to 15 years.
Well, I will tell you this. If dude did that and he came back again and again and again, at that point, I'm going to feel like y'all got to understand it. The first time it was a violation, but it seemed to me like he didn't react and go report nothing. So
yeah,
maybe he was into that. Maybe he got into that. Whatever the case may be, it went from it turned into some. It looked like it was an agreement. It was cool.
It was cool for him. He was cool with it. That's what he was pretty much saying in so many words. Like he was good with it. Like getting paid or not. At first, getting paid was great, and he would like to be paid every time he comes. But he found himself around, people that he never thought he would be around. Access to shit he never have access to. So he just started becoming a part of their little whatever. Like freely doing it. Like just doing whatever. Whatever he was asked to come to the house to do, he was down.
So he was asked to do more than massages eventually over time?
That's what it seemed like. But remember, this was just the guy reading through a transcript trying to give us the main point. So
why would Diddy allow his children, them little girls, them daughters, to be in that courtroom knowing he got some explicit sexual shit finna be talked about?
That's how everybody felt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did that one. That's crazy. What else we got on it?
In regards to the
an extorted nigga. I don't know if they played it or not.
Oh yeah, I read that yesterday. They had an 8-minute talk between her and her lawyer talking about extorting Diddy.
What?
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
I don't know.
It make
That's
it,
what
it
it
made me it made
allegedly
me
been said around. So
that made me think about what you said a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. It's like a little recently, Wack, when you was like, people, it's gonna get weird. This AI stuff. Like, not saying that the audio's weird. If it's real, it's real. But yeah, that it shit can get real weird, and we're gonna have to come out with voice authenticators to make sure that's the real fucking voice.
Yeah, how do you get that between her and the attorney? Unless the attorney gave it up, or
Right.
shit, that's a little different.
mm-hmm.
Maybe maybe they was in a certain room and had a video. I don't know. I don't know. That's tricky.
Alleged.
Which witness y'all want to go with first, the male escort or the LAPD officer?
Whatever's more entertaining.
The male escort. Both entertaining. Okay, so the male escort gets on the stand, right? Black male escort. Yes, he's a black man. He's like probably like 5'7", really stocky, like, you know, muscle. I could tell when he walked in. I'm like, oh, he must be like a dancer or something. Oh no, Charlamagne's body could never. Okay. He's like a dancer or something. So he gets on the stand. You never see me with my shirt off.
Let her finish, please.
Baby, listen. Look at you sitting over. Sit up, looking all pudgy. So he
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What up, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV back with another one. Y'all heard the content, man. It's going down. Diddy trial just started yesterday, and the content, man. Y'all heard it. It's getting nastier and nastier by the second. Now we got Cassie allegedly asking her escort to urinate in her mouth. Yeah, you heard that right. This Hollywood freak show just hit a whole new level of twisted. Now listen, I done seen a lot in this industry, but this right here, wow. The court docs say Cassie was allegedly requesting escorts for them freak offs Diddy like to have. But now it's being said she asked one of them to pee in her mouth. And the craziest part, man, that's how far left it went, man. She choked and all, man. Now here's my take. This don't just make Cassie look wild, it makes the whole lifestyle they was living look demonic. And this ain't no bedroom king type of convo. This sound like control, humiliation, straight dehumanization. If these stories are true, it's not just about sex, it's about power. Diddy allegedly ran them parties like he was some kind of twisted cult leader. But what I want to know is, where was the industry at when all this was going down? Y'all saw the security, the assistants, the makeup artists. You trying to tell me nobody said nothing? That's why these lawsuits getting crazier by the week. The silence made it worse. So now we got Cassie tied up in this madness even deeper. If these stories keep piling up, it's going to be hard to separate the victims from the accomplices. But one thing's clear, the truth is coming out, and it's filthy. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know if you think Cassie was a victim or if she got caught up and turned into something else entirely. It's Clubhouse TV, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, concerns, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 40,000 subscribers? Just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all for checking out Clubhouse TV. I'm off to the next one. I'm out.